Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're glad that you're here. Today I wanted to address something that gets brought up on every video that I've made in the last couple of months, and in private messages, and in emails. And that is, where is the Boston guy? What happened to the Boston guy? Where is Steve? And so today I wanted to address some of those issues. I reached out to Steve, and I talk all the time. I reached out to him on this issue. Actually, I let him know. Every time somebody asks about him, I'm like, Steve, people are asking about you. And we talk in depth about it. And I said, Steve, it's going to have to be addressed. And I want to address it today. So I asked Steve to be on. We tried to Zoom. We couldn't make it work. So what I did with Steve is I sent him a bunch of questions. And I said, please answer me back in an honest way. And I'm going to read like a reporter. I'm going to read your interview and what you said. So let's get right into it. Question one was really the biggest one for, I think, a lot of us. And that's, why did you stop? Why did you decide just to step back? Steve's response is as follows. I quit because of the drama from certain groups of people out there that love to take away one's peace. Also, many of the expats I've helped have issues, and not good issues. And they bring those issues into everyone's lives in a bad way. They cause tons of issues in the expat community that they live in. I can attest to this, which is one reason why in Philippines, I had a very small circle of American friends. My larger circle was of Filipinos and of other countries, but mostly Filipinos. So yes, Steve stepped back because he was just tired. This is the first part of the question. He was just tired of the drama. So the second question I asked Steve is, really, what do you think the problem is, Steve? What do you think is bringing this on? You know, and here his response was really interesting, I thought. His response is, I think the problem is that many have unresolved mental issues and they don't leave them on the tarmac back home. They open up their baggage in the community and unleash all their crap onto all the other expats here. Yes, I believe, I call this the land of the broken soldiers, or the land of the broken expats, jokingly. Because I hear some of the strangest stories of, you know, people having children into their 60s and 70s. And that's not strange. Well, to me it is, because I just can't imagine it. I mean, there's all different kinds of issues, and it's just like home, really. So one of the things that I bring to this thinking is that I believe this was started with the closing of the mental institutions. And when we started to make our police psychologists and counselors, which I just think is not fair. It's not fair to them. It's not fair to the people. You know, I can't tell you how many stories that I've read and been verified of somebody in mental distress, and they end up calling the police and they end up dead. I don't even know if I'm going to include that. So anyway, so the third question I asked Steve is the most important one, and that you should be asking him too. Are you happy? Are you happier now that you did this? You stepped away. And Steve's response is as such. I'm happier just keeping friends to a minimum that I trust and treasure. I'd rather hang out mostly with my girlfriend and her family, and a few solid friends who are decent people. And I must tell you that I've actually been more inconsistent with my videos, and I've been happier. I haven't had to stress about it. Again, Steve and I make different videos. I really like to have more of a studio setting, more of text, more of B-roll. Steve, God bless him, he has the ability just to pull up his phone and start talking. And he did it for 5 years, and he did a great job. You know, in the beginning, Steve and Old Dog New Tricks and Filipina P and Geo, you know, all of them basically just share with you. And Steve was the same way. And, you know, I really miss Steve's influence, you know, on my channel, his channel, and really even on his own channel. However, you know, he's happy. He really is happy. He's traveling. He's doing fun things with his girlfriend. Good for him. That's what life's about, especially as Steve would call it, God's waiting room. So the next question I asked Steve, I thought was interesting because he has had a girlfriend now, for a long-term girlfriend. And I'm like, Steve, what does your girlfriend think of this? Because, blogging was your life, your daily antidote. You did it every day or every other day. You handle expats. And his response is really interesting. And I don't doubt it for 1 minute, because I go along with him on most of this thinking. Steve's response on this is, my girlfriend is happier with my choice of leaving YouTube and expat drama. It's for the best, and I'll always have to put up with some level of expat drama because of my choice to do YouTube channel in the first place. I don't regret helping others. I regret helping many who don't deserve the help and the friendship. They still cause trouble to this day. And I know this to be a fact, and it's crazy, you guys. There's a couple of huge, horrible misconceptions about YouTube, and that is people like Steve and I, me in particular, we make a ton of money. We don't. You have to do it because you like doing it. And Steve really liked helping people. It was really clear and evident. You could say whatever you want about any of us. We all have quirks. But Steve, I saw him genuinely want to help people in the community. Steve wanted to be Steve. And it's a shame. All you have to do is look on the Facebooks or on any of the other portals. Somebody will post something, and then everyone will jump in, and it'll be just a shit show. Don't need it. Don't want it. I have a friend. She's an artist. She works for Apple, has for 20 years, and she deleted her account, her Facebook account, maybe 5-6 years ago. And I was so amazed and proud of her, because she's like, I'm just done. And if it wasn't for work, or if it wasn't for my artwork, I would do the same. And I have thought about, well, do I delete one of my art accounts and just keep it art? It's so difficult, because I still like hearing other people's opinions. I still like seeing people's families grow. I mean, I've been in the portals and on social media. I think it's going on, what is it, 13, 14 years, 15 years? And so sometimes you get to see children grow up. It's just a wonderful thing. It can be, except for trolls. So Steve has chosen to step back for the time being. He will be back. He says, I've been trying to get him to do some videos on what's going on in the Philippine visa. He's still living his best life. He says he will be back. I'm glad he's happy. You should be glad he's happy. I hope this answered the question is, where's Waldo and where is Steve? I will see you next time.